What is going on, everyone? Welcome to the show tonight. Michael, glad to have you on board on a
Glad to
Friday
be
night.
here.
And hope everybody has had a fantastic weekend. Good evening, everyone. Michael, I didn't hit the loop feature, so we're sort of we're a little bit caught off guard. But anyway,
Yeah,
it's
that
a
was pretty quick there.
yeah, that
Caught them
was
off
pretty quick,
guard.
and they're probably glad too. They said, "Dang, y'all play that thing countdown timer and everything else really for a long time." But anyway, we're here, Michael, and we're ready to roll with everyone tonight. I hope everyone has had a fantastic week, and Michael and I are ready to do some metal detecting talk with you guys, and we got a couple things to talk about tonight, Michael. We're gonna run through a few things, maybe some things that people are into, and of course, we always start our show, Michael, with our shout outs to our loyal watchers and followers and subscribers. So let's give a shout out to a couple of great people that are on here tonight with us. And first off, we're going to give a shout out Metal Detecting Texas. He was the first one on here tonight, Michael.
Yeah, he's a regular now.
He
He's been
got on
on.
here early, right? Ohio
Yeah,
Fred, always great to have Ohio Fred. Mr. Bobby Shorts in the house. Test Ridge Diggers in the house with us. Mr. Sniff It Out. Digging Daryl is on here. Glad to have Digging Daryl. Head Hacker Coin Slayer. Glad to have him in the house with us tonight. Ricky Bennett, as always, in the house. Make It Work is in here with us, Michael. Mr. Doug Atkins, always great to have him in the house. Mr. Rito Marcella, and we're going to help Rito out because we got a file we're going to show from Rito in just a few minutes. And Miss Bells is in the house. So we got way many more people than that, Michael. They're just not commenting. They're sort of sitting in silent mode.
right.
Yeah.
I heard Bales made a good find the other day as well.
Oh yeah, Michael. I can't wait to show Michael the show Bell's fine, Michael. It's nice. It's really nice. So and I'm super excited for Bell's too. And we're going to show that in just a few minutes. Mr. Suicide Dan's in the house. He said
Hey
he
Dan.
received his ML85s from Joel. He says really fast service. So Surfside Dan's in here. Always super excited to have him. Mad Max Metal Detective. What's up from East Tennessee? What's up, Max? Glad to have you in here with us. Mr. Kerry Pope. Glad to have you. He just pulled the trigger on a Manticore, Michael. We got a lot to talk about with the Manticore. A lot of good stuff's going on. Mr. Damian Thorne. And by the way, guys, you guys that won on the members only live stream, that stuff is coming. I had a rough week, but it's coming and it is on the way for you guys that won on the members only live stream the other night. So, Damian, yours is coming. Yours will be there probably quicker than anybody's because you're close by. So, super excited about getting those things out to you guys. Thank you guys so much. Mr. Chris is in the house. Glad to have Chris in here with us. And look, Miss Sunny Coley's in the house. Glad to have Sunny in here as well. So we've got quite a few people joining in right now, starting off the live stream. Michael, any special shout outs you want to give or anything you want to say real quick before we get rolling?
I saw that Digging Daryl, he said he got his M15 coil from Joe, and he said it was lighter than he expected. And that's kind of the thoughts I had on that when I picked it up. When
Yeah,
you had
well,
it on your machine.
Michael, you saw me do a whole hunt with the M15.
Yeah.
6 hours worth of swinging the M15, and look, and my shoulder survived. So
Yeah, it's not bad at all.
no, so all these people that thought that the M15 was just going to be super heavy and it wasn't going to be the coil for them, you might want to think about that again because that M15, the weight of it, the way they've designed it, it's really not bad, guys, and it really does a fantastic job. Michael watched me go out and slay this site with that M15. Didn't get anything crazy great, but it did a good job though, didn't it, Michael?
It did. I mean, it was surprising. I mean, if people could listen to this side, it's machine gun iron, and I mean it handled it pretty well. You know.
Right. Mad Max Metal Detector says, hopefully ordering him a Manticore soon. Max, if you do order one, check out our buddy Joel at Metal Detecting Buy, Sell, and Trade USA. Joel can get you hooked up with a fantastic deal. Joel is awesome to deal with. We'll put his information up here for you guys. But Joel can definitely get you hooked up with a Manticore, and they got a special promotion right now. And that promotion is a heck of a deal, isn't it, Michael?
It really is. $11.99 for that Manticore. That's an awesome deal.
Oh yeah, it definitely is. So let's put Joel's information scrolling across the bottom for Mad Max. Max, Joel can get you hooked up with a Manticore at $11.99 right now. And man, that is one heck of a deal for that machine. That machine was $16.99, so $1,700, and they're running it right now at $11.99. And I think, and Joel can correct me on this because he's on here, but I think that runs out either May 5th or May 6th. I think is what I saw. So
Yeah,
if you're gonna pull that trigger, Mad Max, you might want to go ahead and get that thing ordered because definitely that price is not going to hang around long. And yeah, Joel says only a couple of days left for you guys that are looking for the Manticore, and he says it's May the 5th. Mad Max, $11.99. Joel, do you know what price it's going to go back up to? Is it going to go back up to $16.99, or do you know yet? And maybe Joel can answer that too. But again, Joel's information is scrolling across the bottom. So if you're looking for a Manticore, you got a few days to get one at that price. That's a really good price, isn't it, Michael?
It really is. I mean, that's probably as cheap as you're going to get on that machine.
Yeah.
I mean, even before this sale, people are selling used machines for more than that. So I mean, it's
right. And Joel just said that it's going to go back up to $16.99, Michael.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, if you're thinking about a Manticore, folks, I would jump on that deal.
Yeah, definitely. Joel also says though too, we will have a new promo May 7th.
Maybe a free coil.
Yeah, maybe there's something coming with it. So that's really cool too. Joel hadn't told us yet, but there's one coming. Carrie Pope says took a 15% military discount also. So there you go, guys. Wow. Yeah. So, if you're going to hop in on a Manticore right now, now's the time to do it, because at that price at $11.99, you're not going to find it any cheaper.
Right.
There are people
especially with that 15% military.
Right. Right. And like Michael said, there are people trying to sell the used machines at higher than the $11.99, and those people are probably they're probably shucks out of luck, aren't they, Michael?
Yeah. I mean, they're going to have to hold on to it for a while, I think. Because I mean, if people wanted to buy a Manticore, they're going to buy it now and buy a new one.
Hello, Diggin' Dude. Glad to have you on here tonight with us. And we wanted to do a couple of things tonight. Michael, you got any big plans, metal detecting plans this weekend or no?
No. I'm probably going to go hunting tomorrow. As you know, my truck, the window got busted out, and it was my fault mowing. So, I'm going to stick around the house. I'm not going to go too far away.
Right. Well, I get that, buddy. We've got, I'm planning, I might be able to sneak out for a little bit. I do know that, and a lot of you know this, guys, Nocta has released a lower end machine, the Find X. I'm actually maybe going to see that up close and personal tomorrow. And I might do a little video with it and show people the Find X. If any of you are interested, I know it's more aligned towards a beginner, 139 and 169, but we are going to maybe get our chances to swing one of those tomorrow, possibly. It just depends on if I got enough time, but I'm going to try to get a video up with that. I've got a new video coming too while we're sitting here talking, which is Michael and I's hunt from last weekend. So we got that coming up. And we're going to show that Findex if I get a chance tomorrow. And we're going to make a real short, brief video, maybe showing how it responds and acts and sounds and features and that kind of stuff, if I get a chance on that. So for anybody that's looking for a beginner machine or something for maybe a kid or something for somebody that's just starting out, then that Findex is probably not a bad machine at all. But
Surfside Dan is going to be in that video too, right?
Surfside Dan is in that video, Michael, and so is Michael. Michael's featured. We got a couple of pretty good finds too. Make It Work says he just bought a used Manticore for $1,550 with an M8 coil and a MindLab pin pointer. Well, probably if you include that M8 coil and the pin pointer, then that's probably not a bad deal for sure. But $11.99 for a brand new one, that's pretty good too. So the M8 coil, the 15-inch coil, the 11-inch coil. Michael, we got to talk about what's coming for the MindLab Manticore, which is going to be what?
The M9 coil.
The M9. And Michael and I are really excited about the M9. We think the M9 coil is going to do fantastic on this Manticore. It might end up being the coil for that machine. So Joel, it might take some pre-orders, or you can get on his waiting list for those of you that are interested in the M9 coil for the Manticore. And that's coming. We know it's coming. Michael even emailed MindLab. MindLab sent you a reply. What did they say in that reply, Michael?
They said it's going to be available soon. It's definitely going to be released.
Yes, it's definitely coming. So for those of you that have the Manticore or thinking about getting the Manticore, the M9 coil could be something that's going to be really special. Hit Joel up. Tell Joel you want to be on that list. Go ahead and get on that list so you can be some of the first to have that coil if you have a Manticore. Because all the things that we're hearing say that coil is going to be special, hadn't it, Michael?
Yeah, I think it's going to be as far as hunting and iron and tighter spots. I think that's probably going to be my go-to coil.
Yeah, from everything I've heard real good positive reviews about that coil. So the M9 coil is coming, guys. Tell Joel, hey, you want to get on that waiting list so you can be some of the first to get it. So, again, if you've got a Manticore and you're thinking about the M9 coil, go ahead and get on that list so you can be some of the first to get that. Digging Daryl says, hey, anybody going to Gypsy Jules' birthday relic hunt in Texas the first week in November? Yeah, I saw that advertised. Gypsy Jules is an awesome lady. I met her at Dig Stock, and I've met her before last year too at a couple of events, and just super, super nice and awesome lady to deal with. And she's a Garrett person too, and she's going to be maybe she'll have the Garrett Storm by then. Michael, what do you think?
Maybe. I'd like to see that machine and see what it looks like, and I think we'll see something here pretty soon out of them, as far as at least a picture of it.
Yeah,
I don't know. What do you think? What do you think about that machine? You think it's
going to be I'm hearing mixed. I'm sort of hearing mixed reports about the Storm. Some people keep telling me that it's going to be on the beginner level. More so than on the advanced level. I don't know because I haven't seen it. That's just some of the scuttlebutt that's going on out there. But I don't know. That's just hearsay for what it's worth. You can take that with a grain of salt. But I don't really know. And Garrett I've actually reached out to Garrett to talk about maybe possibly sending me one of those machines to show the viewers. But I have not heard any more other than that's the only little tidbit I've gotten, is that it's not going to be towards the advanced level. But I could be wrong, and that could be something that's totally off base. So we're just going to have to wait and see on the Storm for sure. dirtdevildetectn's on here, Michael, and I want to talk a little bit about dirtdevildetectn because he has and we've talked about this before, and you guys can see this, but he has got a remote control head holder that he has released, and he is in the process of sending me a couple of these that we're going to do on a giveaway, probably on the next live stream. But again, you guys can sort of see that right there. That locks that remote, and you can see you can't knock that remote off with this remote head cover. And it's got a slight little tilt to it. And Michael, I love that tilt because it takes all the glare off of this screen when it's tilted that way too. And he did an excellent job on designing that. Kudos to him. He did a fantastic job on designing that for the Deus 2 and the remote. And so, guys, if you're worried about losing your remote, you need to get one of these. This will hold it in place. It will not come off. I can hit it as hard as I want.
Well, I'll tell you guys, you know, your remote may be snug now, but after you use it down the road, it's going to get loose. You know, just from use taking it on and off. So, I mean, that's a good investment. One of those remote holders from Dirt Devil, because you won't have to worry about it, you know, falling off out in the woods or in the field.
Right. Dirt Devil did a fantastic job. I love that remote holder for sure. And if you've got a Deus 2, you definitely want that remote holder. And it's way better than that little lanyard thing that they give you to sort of stick on it and sort of clip it into place. You don't have to worry about that thing breaking. You don't have to worry about any of that. And it really holds it in place and puts it at a slight angle to take some of the glare off the screen. And he did a fantastic job showing and designing that remote holder. And Michael,
that's what AXP should have done to start with.
That's exactly right. They should have they should have contacted somebody like Dirt Devil. He could have fixed it in a few minutes.
Yeah.
And but he did a fantastic job. Check out Dirt Devil. He'll be glad to hook you guys up. If you've got a Deus 2, you're worried about that remote coming off, especially if you're going into the surf or you're walking through the woods, you don't want your remote falling off. And dirtdevildetectn has designed this remote holder to keep that remote secure and fastened in place. He's done a fantastic job, and I appreciate him. And he's sending a couple of those to me, and we're going to use those as giveaways to you guys coming up on the next live stream. And I should have those things in my hands probably sometime the first part of the next week. So we're going to be doing that and giving those away for you guys that want to try one. And, you know, any of you guys that want to just buy one, check out Dirt Devil Detecting. He'll get you hooked up for sure.
We got several people said they've ordered them and they're on their way. And you won't be disappointed, guys.
No, you're not going to be disappointed. Hey, I'll tell you the other thing too. This little stand on the back of the XP Deus 2, I mean, that is an awesome thing that he's designed too. And it is sturdy. You don't have to worry about that thing breaking. And when you set your machine down, it sits secure on the ground. So Dirt Devil Detecting did a fantastic job. Kudos to him. And I love both of those products. He has done an amazing job with that.
You know, I've got 3D printed stuff in the past from people, and a lot of times the plastic, it all comes down to the grade of plastic, and it's brittle, it breaks easy.
Yeah, this plastic is not brittle.
He's got it figured out. It's got some flex to it. It's really strong, and it's some of the best design and best materials that I've seen as far as 3D printed stuff.
Oh, it is, Michael. It is so good. And he did a fantastic job on doing that. Digging Daryl said, I was told the M9 coil is going to be a 9-inch round coil like the Deus 2. He's exactly right. That's why Michael and I are so excited about that M9 coil. And Joel said, hey, you can get on his pre-order list. So definitely, he says, hit me up if you want to pre-order the M9. He's definitely going to be getting them, and you want to get on that list as soon as possible and let Joel take care of you for that M9. So that's going to be good. Good thing to have. Doug Atkins, he says, has anyone heard anything on a smaller Deus 2 coil? They have been totally quiet. I mean, I haven't heard anything from anybody about a small coil. I haven't heard from anybody that's normally a tester for them. I haven't heard anything from Europe. I haven't heard anything, not even from XP themselves, about that smaller coil. Guys,
we hadn't heard anything, period. Update, small coil, just
no.
anything in general, you know.
XP has been totally quiet, and I don't know, what's going on with them right now at this point. But I'm really hoping that they are ready to release this coil, because I know there's a lot of you that are clamoring for it. You want that coil, and a lot of you loved it when it came out for the Deus 1. They need to go ahead and release this. They really do. Don't you think so, Michael?
Yeah, maybe this M9 release for the Manticore will kind of push them forward to release that small coil for the Deus too. Hopefully it will,
Right.
But I mean, I'm positive they're working on it. I mean, but
Yeah, they
when
got to
it'll be
be. I mean, because
released,
they
yeah,
know people want it. I've sent them the information about people wanting that. I put out a little poll, and a lot of you said, "Hey, yeah, I'm ready for that." So maybe, hopefully, that's coming real soon. Hopefully, they're listening to this live stream, and hopefully, they realize how much the demand is there for that coil, and they'll get that out to us. A lot of I've read the forums. Some people say, "I don't want that coil. I don't need that coil." But again, you guys have heard me say this 100 times. It's always great to have all of those different size coils in your arsenal, because they're going to pick out things that you might have missed with some of the larger coils. And again, it's just a given. You're going to go back in with a smaller coil and you're going to find something. You're going to go back in with a larger coil and you're going to find something, just simply because of the way those coils are designed. It's just law of odds, law of averages.
yeah,
Those coils serve a purpose and a place, and we all need them. Whether it be the 5x9, whether it be the 6-inch, whether it be the 9-inch, 11-inch, 13-inch, 15-inch, they're all serve a purpose for us, and we want them. Go ahead and give it to us, XP. Go ahead and send that thing out. Make your customers happy, and let's get this ball rolling, and let's get a smaller coil so that all of you guys can get out there and start finding some amazing things. Don't you think so, Michael?
yeah. And I mean, it could be maybe they're going up on the frequency of that small coil, where it can be used for gold prospecting. Maybe I mean they may be it may go up to 80 kilohertz,
Right,
like the 70 something, but I don't know. But
right,
yeah, I do use a tall man rod for my Deus
right.
too.
Yeah, Michael's 6'6", so he uses a tall man's rod for sure. Ricky Bennett says he's got him a Dirt Devil holder coming in mail tomorrow. He's excited about it. And again, Dirt Devil did a great, great job. Bell says, Ricky, you're going to love it. And Bell's is exactly right. Bell says, I used to laugh every time I laid my detector down because it always rolled over. The stand is awesome. No more rollover. That's what I said, Bells. I love that stand that Dirt Devil Detecting has designed, and it works really, really good.
It really does. I mean, after you have it on there a while, you kind of you forget about it and you get used to it. But
yeah,
you mentioned it, and I was like, well, I mean, because it totally, it's not awkward on the machine. It feels like it's supposed to be there, and it's that's what, like I said, that should have been the design that XP put on that machine to start with. So
yeah. Well, the holder, the
right, right,
stand, all of those are great accessories that XP should have just said, "Hey, we're going to adopt that and add that to it."
right,
But
right.
we've got great people like Dirt Devil Detecting out there who saw the need for it and designed it and has got it out there for all of you. And
Yeah,
I'm sure,
that's good, and that's good for him. I mean, he
right,
does a good job on his 3D printed stuff. I mean,
right,
it
right.
really is.
Mark Oven says, asked NYC. NYC's not going to know either, because XP, I'm telling you guys, XP is tight lip on all of this stuff. So getting something out of them sometimes is like, it's pretty tough. of. I'm just going to go ahead and tell you. But hopefully we'll know something really, really soon. DCM Detect says coming in late on the way home. Glad to have you in here, DCM. Appreciate your support. You're always a wonderful supporter. Dirt Devil Detecting says he hopes that the 70 to 80 kilohertz would be awesome for that small coil. Lance is in the house. Lance, glad to have you in here. Appreciate you, buddy. And Lance has been doing a lot with Nocta. We're going to talk about Nocta in just a few minutes as we're trying to cover the gamut of metal detectors on here as well. Dirt Devil Detecting says that they can call him as well if he wants to shoot that number out. He can just leave it in the comment. Dirt Devil Detecting. Chris Hook says, hey guys, new to the game, just bought a Nocta Findex and loving it. I'm hearing some good things about the Findex from a lot of beginners too. And again, I'm going to have my hands hopefully maybe on one tomorrow. And
well, it looks, that looks to be a heck of a machine to start out
oh
with.
my gosh, for $139, Michael, $139. I mean, and it's 16 feet, waterproof.
Right.
I mean, good Lord. I mean, that's pretty good. I mean, really.
Mm-hmm.
Dave Frazier says, hi, everyone. Doug Atkins says, the fact that XP is not saying anything means they are working on something. That's my thinking too, Doug. And I'm really praying to God they are, because I'm telling you, these metal detecting companies right now, they are on fire. Are they not, Michael?
Yeah, it's a lot of competition right now with new products and updates and just sales promotions. It's
Oh my gosh. This is the best time that I can ever remember in metal detecting history, really, as far as metal detectors, because there are so many good ones that are available to consumers.
Yep.
That have never been available before, and that give you the features and things that used to be on premium machines. Now you're getting them on lower end machines. So the technology is advancing so fast at this point.
Talking about the Findex, one thing I'd like to see is, how does it run on the beach? We know the Xterra Pro for a single frequency machine, it does really well on the beach, and I'd like to see how that Findex performs. It does have a beach mode, does it not?
Yeah, it does have a beach mode. I'm real curious. Of course, I'm not going to be able to swing it on the beach. Maybe Nocta will send me one. We'll see. I haven't asked for one, but I would like to show it for people that are interested in it, and maybe I can convince them. But we'll see. We'll see what happens. Dirt Devil Detecting says Pastry was swinging a Findex the other day. Seemed to perform okay on the video. I thought it looked and sounded cheap, but guys, it's $139. I mean, what do you expect? I mean, it's $139. Let's get real. So they went after the lower end market, which kudos to Nocta. They're not sitting back and taking punches. They're going after and doing what they need to do. And look, what can you say?
Let's think about it. A lot of us started out with an Ace 150, 250. How does this machine compare to those machines we started out with? I think it's going to blow it away.
Right. And Lance is exactly right. Look what Lance says. He said, I've been detecting for 12 years, and this is the most exciting time I've seen to be in the hobby. Right. I cannot tell you where there are so many good offerings. I mean, we got the Deus 2. We got the Manticore. We've got the Equinox 900, which is a fantastic machine. We've got the Legend. We've got the Nocta Double Score. We've got the Nocta Score. Now we got the Findex. We got the MindLab Xterra Pro. I mean, Michael, there are so many good machines on the market right now that it's amazing to me. And I've got all of those machines back here behind me, and I love all of them. I could go out and swing any of them, and they're all going to do great.
Yeah.
They just will. The technology is there right now for everyone. you know, and I know, and we've had this conversation before. So many of us sort of get stuck into sort of like that Ford Chevrolet conversation with metal detectors. You know, we want to be tribal, we want to be loyal to the brand, but guys, in this day and time, there's so many good machines that whole tribal attitude, or you know, hey, I'm a MindLab guy, or I'm an XP Deus 2 guy, or I'm I'm a Nocta guy. It's not there anymore. There's just too much competition, and all of these companies are doing a great job. Yeah, 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 David's right. Full features for $139. And Lance says, I started with the Bounty Hunter Pioneer 505. There you go. And Lance, did you ever think you would see a $139 metal detector, which has the ability of that bounty hunter, and probably way beyond that bounty hunter as far as that goes? So yeah, there sure is. I love Bobby Shorts, or I love David Frazier's comment. Treasure is in trouble. That's right.
Yeah.
It just keeps getting better. Bobby Short says they need to come out with a permission getter machine.
Yeah, that's one thing. That's one thing that the machine can't help you with.
Metal Texas says Ford. Michael would agree with you on that. Michael drives a
Yeah.
Ford too. So Make It Work says I paid $600 for a 1982 White's 6000D, and buying a machine for $139 is twice as good. That's right. I mean, we got to think about that, guys. Look where we're at right now at this point, and everybody, I'm not going to say that one machine's better than the other, and I've told you guys that so much. Too many good ones for me to be loyal. Right, right, right. And it never crossed his mind. That's true. That's exactly true. So yeah, we've talked a lot about all of these offerings and things. And again, if you are looking for a machine, Joel's information is scrolling across the bottom. You heard some guys that have bought things from Joel. You get those things really, really fast. Joel is a main sponsor of this live stream. So if you are looking for a machine, let Joel get you hooked up, and his information is scrolling across the bottom for those of you that are interested. So real quick, Michael, we're gonna get to our finds too, because we got some great finds too I want to show, especially Bell's find, Rito Marcella's find, which he's on here, I believe. So we got some finds that we want to show, but we're going to show those towards the end. But let's show some of these deals, Michael. So I'm going to add this to our stage. This is what Nocta is offering right now. So we've got the double score, the score, and the Simplex Ultra. So if you buy, I think that's the score. I had to zoom in on that. Oh, that's the Legend. So if you buy a Legend, you get a free AccuPoint pinpointer, and all these are available on Joel's website, which is listed down below. But you get a free AccuPoint pinpointer if you buy a Legend right now, which is a super, super deal. The other deal that they got going on is if you buy a Nocta double score, you get a free pair of wireless headphones.
That's a good deal there.
Yeah, that's a really, really good deal. And if you buy a Simplex Ultra, you get a free AccuPoint as well. So Joel can get you hooked up. He's got all of those on his site. If you're interested in any of those Nocta products, that is a heck of a deal and a heck of a offering that Nocta is giving out at this point. And they're just really, really, really good machines. I've got the double score. I've got the score. I don't have the Simplex Ultra, but I've heard good things about the Simplex Ultra. I've seen some.
It's deep from
Yeah, I have heard that, and I've heard a lot. I saw a couple of great finds that were made with the Simplex Ultra. So it is really, really, really awesome. So again, these are all great metal detectors that you can get in that lower end market. if you are interested maybe in a backup detector, or you want a detector for maybe your son or daughter who's into detecting, all of these machines. The Legend would definitely, the Legend, gosh, Michael, I showed that video where it passed that test, that separation test. The Legend did unbelievable. And the Legend is a premier machine, in my opinion.
Well, you know, I got a chance to look at that double score you had and feel it, and it's a great fit. You know, as far as the weight, I actually like the weight of it and everything better than the Legend. Now, performance wise, I'm not saying it's beating it performance wise, but as far as the weight of it and the layout of the screen and the um, you know, it's just it's a good machine, especially with those free the promotion deal with the free wireless headphones. Now that kind of,
Yeah.
you know,
Well, I think that machine, Joel, if Joel's on here, he can quote me, but I think it's $469 for that machine, the double score with the wireless headphones, and you're getting those wireless headphones for free. That's a really good deal for
it
that.
is. Yeah.
And I love that machine. I'm just going to be honest. That's probably going to be one of my main beach hunting machines for the summer, because I like the way it feels. I love the weight of it. And you got a couple of different coil selections for it. You're right. Michael Morton just says, hey, the double score with the small coil doesn't disappoint. And
Yeah.
I'm getting one of those small coils for the double score. So when I get my hands on one, I can't wait to take it out and use it too. And I've heard a lot of good things about that small coil for the double score. So again, you got some coil selections, you got wireless headphones, you got a machine that unmasks. You can set it up in the field and hunt an iron.
You know,
It
to
is
me,
excellent on the beach, Michael. Michael, it performs like a champ on the beach.
yeah, you know, to me, I think that price difference.
Oh, we lost Michael's volume. Lost your volume, Michael. Still lost your volume, Michael.
The Legend,
There you
the
go. You
with the
good.
Legend, okay, with the Legend, you know, with the wireless headphones, what is the price of it? You know, it's about $100 or so higher than the double score. So now that they're offering these free headphones with the double score, I think that's the way it should originally been released like that.
Well, I agree with you, Michael. I agree with you 100%. And I think too that I believe that Nocta is working on something, and it's going to be interesting to see what they do. Um, I would not be surprised to see a new Nocta machine maybe by the end of the year.
Yeah.
I mean, I think they're right there. They're right there on the cusp of really a big breakthrough as far as the next big machine. So we'll see what Nocta does, but really excited to show these deals from Nocta. And of course, we've already mentioned the MindLab machine, the Manticore at $11.99, the Equinox 900 at $9.99. Michael, was that correct? $9.99, I believe.
I think that's right.
Yeah, I'm gonna look, make sure I got this right. I'm gonna pull up my page here, which you guys can see all the things. There's the Find X. Let's see where I'm gonna pull this up so you got, there it is. Okay, yeah, there it is. $11.99 and $9.99. Those are great deals for both of those machines. I'm telling you guys, the Equinox 900 at that deal is an awesome machine to have. I like the Equinox 900. It's not far off. The thing that the Manticore has over it, a little bit faster, and I love the screen with the Manticore, and just the user interface on the Manticore is just a thing of beauty. Is it not, Michael?
It is. And I mean, really, you know, if you're looking to me, now this is just me, they're both great machines, but you're getting a lot more of a discount on that Manticore on this deal right now. And that would kind of push me to get the Manticore. You know,
Right.
if they had lowered that 900 to 899, I think that would be better.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
I think $8.99 is the sweet spot for that 900 too, Michael. But they didn't. They were left it at $9.99. But I'm
Right.
telling you, it is a heck of a machine.
Oh yeah, it is.
And then the Manticore at $11.99 is just that's just a no brainer.
Yeah.
So you guys that are thinking and you're on the edge of purchasing a machine, you want a Mind Lab machine and you want the Manticore, now's the time to buy it. $500 off. That's pretty, but that's also leading us to the next point that I wanted to make. Is Mind Lab working on something new? Is it going to be something that is going to be another step up from the Manticore? What do you think, Michael?
Yeah, I mean, could it be a Legend Pro or maybe something along those lines, and an updated Legend with a better user interface?
Yeah,
Who knows? It could possibly have a colored screen like the Manticore.
right.
We just don't know. But I think they're working on something that's going to be a great machine, and it's coming. You
Yeah,
know.
I think something's coming too from them. Bobby Short says the Legend is a solid machine, very impressive. I agree with Bobby Short.
Hmm.
Michael saw my video. I went out and used the Legend the other day on a Relic site and did fantastic with it. It performed extremely well, and that was with the 1.14 update. So I'm real interested to see what Nocta does with that 1.14 with the final release, and how much changes and how much they do to that final release of that 1.14. Joel says that the Nocta PI machines are on the way soon. Sounds like they had a naming contest the other day, and he said that both of those PI machines are going to have a gold and relic machines. If you're into PI, I'm not a big fan of PI. I'm just going to be honest. If I was hunting in hot dirt, then maybe I would use a PI machine. But other than that, I'm just not a PI guy. How about you, Michael?
Right. If out west, especially where Joel's at,
Yeah, with the
like you got a
gold.
guy gold nugget hunters, and it would be really interesting, or up in Culpeper with the hot dirt there.
Right.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
mean
Those PI machines serve a purpose, but usually those PI machines are pretty expensive too. And
oh
there's
yeah,
really not a lot of tonal modulation in a lot of those PI machines usually. But if you need something to break through mineralized dirt, excuse me, and you want something that's going to go deep, then definitely those PI machines and Nocta definitely is going to be able to do that. Metal Detecting in Texas says, Joel, are you still giving the 10% discount? So Joel can answer that question, but that's from Metal Detecting in Texas.
and that's for the
And
military discount, right?
no, I think it was
Oh,
for
the ten
yeah, the
percent. Oh, okay.
10%. So if you're 10% and you got the military discount, that's pretty good savings. And Joel says, yeah, you bet, man. So 10% off for you guys that are on this live stream right now. You might want to jump on that while Joel's offering that. That's a heck of a deal. Is it not, Michael?
Yeah, Joe. I'm gonna have to hit him up for a free M9 call. I paid more for my Manico. I'm just picking.
There you go. So we've talked about a lot of deals. So Michael, one thing that I wanted to talk about real quick, as we're within 15 minutes of our hour. And Joel says, "Laugh out loud." Let's talk a little bit about the 15-inch coil. So Digging Daryl was on here a few minutes ago. He got a 15-inch coil. I've been swinging the 15-inch coil. And Michael, what did you think of that 15-inch coil for the Mind Lab Manticore?
I liked it. I mean, I swung it a few times, and I really couldn't notice a difference with the 11. I mean, it's not tremendously noticeable, the difference. I mean, but the coverage is. I mean, it's a big coil, but
Oh
weight
yeah,
wise, I mean, I really didn't, and it performed. It separated really well in the iron. It really did. It was deep. That one button you dug was a foot, I'm sure,
oh gosh, yeah, it was really deep. I'm looking
at
to see
least.
where my
Yeah.
15-inch coil is, Michael. I don't know if I stuck it back in my. I stuck it somewhere around here, but I can't
It's
find
in
it.
your backpack.
It's in my backpack?
Yeah.
But I think I pulled it out the other night for the live stream. So I don't know what I've done with it, but it's somewhere around here. But anyway, the 15-inch coil is it's a thing of beauty, and it works extremely well and does extremely well. And I've got a whole video with me using the 15-inch coil on this relic site. Michael was with me, and I think you guys will appreciate it, as it did extremely well. It separates well. The only thing is it's a little bit harder to pinpoint with a 15-inch coil.
Yeah,
and some of my holes might have been a little bit messy, but Michael, it does really good, and I enjoy swinging it. It's not as heavy as you think. My shoulder made it through it, and guys, I'm a 55-year-old man, 56-year-old man. So,
well, you know, Dan swung it a few times too, and he was surprised by it. You know, he might can
right. And Joel says the same thing. I swung the 15-inch coil a bit the other day. Surprising the light, I was surprised. Doesn't feel much worse than the 11. I imagine if you swing a few hours, you will tell. But I swung it for the whole hunt, Michael.
Yeah.
Did I not?
Yeah.
I was fine, you know. So yeah, I mean, if you're interested in that 15-inch coil, you need to jump on it, and it is a super fantastic coil. And I don't know where in the heck I put it.
He only cried a couple of times, guys.
I only cried a few times swinging that big coil, but I love that coil. That coil did really, really well. There it is, Michael. I see it. It's right here. Here it is, guys. For those of you that want to see it.
Yep.
There it is.
Good ground coverage for sure.
Oh my gosh, Michael. You definitely get the ground coverage, but you really get some really good separation out of this coil. So it does extremely, extremely well on the Manticore. And I'm like Joel. I was really surprised when I started swinging it how, you know, it wasn't a big bad pull on my shoulder or my arm or my elbow. And the 15-inch coil really did a fantastic job. So, guys, stay tuned for the video. You're going to see me using that thing, and it works really good. And now we got the M8 coil, we got the 11-inch coil, and now we're going to get the M9, Michael. That M9 coil. I just can't get off of that. I cannot wait for that M9 coil for this Mind Lab machine. And
I know Joe better have us on that list. We got to be at the top too.
Yeah. Well, Joel better get ready because he's going to get flooded with orders for that M9 coil. So if you're interested in getting on Joel's list, you need to get on his list right now so you can be some of the first to get that M9 coil. We've heard great things about it. I think it's going to be really, really good. I love the 9-inch coil for the Deus too. And I know I'm going to love the 9-inch coil for the Manticore. So let's, keep that in mind. And if you want one, you better get on that list for sure.
Matter of Detecting Texas said he's fixing to order a Manticore.
Yeah, there you go. Yes, he's fixing to call you, Joel, and order one. And he says what coil comes with it. It comes with an 11, which Joel says. And Joel also says he's got the 8 and the 15-inch coils available for you guys that are interested in that coil. I'm telling you guys, you're not going to be disappointed. I love the Mind Lab Manticore. And if you need help with the Mind Lab Manticore, we've got a couple of videos up. Michael and I have shared our settings that we use for relic hunting with those Ferris limit settings. And it is a thing of beauty. It works really well for us. And so you guys that have the Manticore, you want to try those Ferris limit settings, go check out our video on the channel and set your Manticore up that way. Go out and relic hunt with it. I don't think you're going to be disappointed at all using those settings. And Michael, we haven't dug hardly any iron either with it, have we?
No, I mean, every once in a while you're going to dig you know, a nut with a hole in it, like all machines, you know, something like that. But as far as flat iron nails, yeah, I mean, it handles it really well, you know.
Right, right. Good evening, Grandma Kelly. Grandma Kelly's in the house with us, Michael. All right, so Michael,
Hey, Grandma Kelly.
yeah, we're getting into the last few minutes of our live stream. But Michael, let's share some of our finds. We've talked about all these great deals that are going on right now, and again, guys, there's so many good things happening right now, and we're going to share some of our finds from some of our followers, as well as some of my finds, Michael, from this past weekend. We sort of shared some of these on the members only live stream. Now we're going to share them with everybody else. So live stream Friday, Southern Relic Adventures edition. Let's go through some of these finds. The first find that I want to share is from Connie, aka Bells. Guys, she got her first 1860s officer's cavalry hat or sleeve button. Michael, is that not a beauty or what?
It is. I don't have one of those. Do you?
Heck no, I don't have one of those, Michael.
Yeah.
She's just knocked it out of the park with this cavalry button, and we wanted to share that. Bells is such an awesome person. I have met Bells in person too at Digstock, and enjoyed talking with her. And just a fantastic lady, just super hardcore into metal detecting. Loves what she does. Loves finding amazing finds. And this is from Bells, and there you go. A beautiful cavalry button. That is a very nice find. Now I got an artillery button, I got an infantry button, but I don't have a cavalry button. How about you, Michael? You said no, right?
No, yeah, I don't have one either, you know.
No.
They're a little on the rare side, you know.
Yes, I think they are on the rare side. So yes, very nice. Digging Daryl's, while we're still on here, Digging Daryl says metal detecting text says consider buying the 8-inch coil for the Manticore. He says it is freaking awesome. You won't be disappointed with the M8. I like that M8 coil, Michael, but I like it in certain situations. Dan loves the M8 coil. He really
Hmm.
does.
Yeah, he hunted with it a lot when we went the other day, and he done pretty well with it.
Oh my gosh, yeah. He had a ball. He had a ball using it, and he likes it because of the weight too. So,
Yeah.
but the M8 coil is a really good coil to have. So anyway, we're gonna get yes, everybody's saying beautiful button. Aggie Hall says beautiful button. Bells, what machine do you swing? And Bells can tell you. Bells, I think Bells was using the Deus too on this find. I'm almost positive. Fly Rock Joel says he loves the M8 also. Yeah, Joel, I like the M8 too. I definitely like the M8 coil. It's a great coil, super fine. I just can't wait for the M9, Michael.
Yeah.
Yes, I'm like Dan, looking forward to the M9 coil. So get on Joel's waiting list and get that M9 coil if you've got a Manticore for sure. So we're going to move on. And Bells, congratulations! That is a fantastic find. We so appreciate you sharing that find with us, and I was super excited to share Bells' find with everyone tonight. So we appreciate Bells sharing that with us. The next one is from me, Michael. What do you think about this King George III Hibernia that I dug?
That's a great coin. I mean, it's in good shape too.
Oh, it is, Michael. What was so funny is I found this, and Michael was across the field, and I sent him a picture of it. And so he started walking over towards me, and I'm thinking he's coming over to congratulate me. And he hasn't even seen the picture. and so finally I pulled it out and I said, yeah. He says, what are you finding? I said, I'm not finding much. And then I pulled that coin out. That was
Well,
pretty cool.
really, in that field there, we didn't find a whole lot. It was,
No, we did
but
not. That was what was so crazy about it. But out comes this Hibernia. I mean, good Lord, that was such an amazing find, and I was super excited to get that coin. And we've been on a King George tear, Michael. Have I been on a King George tear?
yeah, I don't know how many
I've
you've
dug
dug.
more.
I've
I've
lost
dug
track
more.
of them.
Yeah, I've dug more King George the Third and King George the Second coins than I've ever dug in my entire metal detecting career over the
Yeah.
last few weeks. But I love it. I'll never get tired of it. Period. Yes, it's a very cool coin. The other one was this button, and Michael was sort of alluding to this a few minutes ago. Look at this huge dandy button that I dug. Um, and this thing was deep. Michael said it was about a foot deep. Michael saw me go through the process of digging this button. Michael, I
Yeah.
cut through a whole bunch of roots. We were questioning whether it was real or not. I even called it junk. Y'all called it junk at one point, and then we sort of went back and forth, and then out comes the stunner. But just a beautiful button.
We
And
had to make him keep digging, folks. He wanted to give up on
oh, I almost did want to give up on him. Michael's exactly right. He's not lying on that one for sure. And then I dug a nice old brass lock, which you guys can see here. Some of you have seen this type of lock before, but that's a nice lock. And I wanted to share that with you guys. Another old lock that I dug off of the same permission. Again, this one's a lot earlier than that last one, and still had the keyhole cover on it. You can see how it's broke right there too. But I just love digging locks. Just a super fine. This one was the one that was pretty interesting. This is an apothecary weight, and I don't know. I've never seen one before, so I didn't even know what it was. Doug Atkins says, I bet that. He said, I bet it was a screamer. But the thing was, it was mixed with iron. Michael saw me pull a big nail out of that same hole with that thing. And that's what's been really impressive about the Manticore is that we've dug some targets that were, I mean, commingled with a lot of nails. And Michael had a great find too on this permission too. And the Manticore just really performed really well on this. But again, this is an apothecary weight. Apothecaries, in case some of you don't know, are people that were druggists back in the day. And so they would actually weigh medicine. And this weight was used to weigh medicine. And I think Michael and I, and the research that I've done says that this dates to 1895, I believe. Yes, a lot of people would have thought that was a token. I thought it was a foreign coin at first, and then I saw Philadelphia and New York, and I'm going like, well, that can't be foreign. So this nice apothecary weight came off of this site as well. So super, super excited. Then we got this beautiful fancy button here that you can see. It's 1700s colonial fancy button. We dug off of this site using the Nocta Legend, which I'll see in this picture. And it is also on my channel. So go check out the video for that.
I dug a matching one just like that.
Yeah.
Probably.
So it probably came off the same shirt, don't you think, Michael?
Probably so.
And here's a King George III that I dug with the Rudis Versa. So this is really, really nice to dig a King George. Went back in with the Rudis Versa and dug that. And then we dug a nice, beautiful colonial flower button here off of the same site using the Deus 2 and the sweeper program. And this is probably the highlight of our dig was this 1807 Spanish Real. And Michael saw me dig this, and I called it as soon as I dug it. Didn't I, Michael?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sure did.
Yes. I was on fire. Michael saw me dig probably the most colonial coins that I've probably ever dug. And Michael was with me. Michael couldn't believe it. And I couldn't believe it. I was going like, what in the world is happening? But we just happened onto this site, and I just got really lucky to get over those targets. So really, really beautiful Spanish, 1 real here, 1807 real, using the sweeper program on the XP Deus too. And I love my sweeper program. Michael likes it too. And we've been really successful with this. This is another nice thing too that we dug, was this beautiful heart-shaped coin, silver, um, pendant, jewelry, whatever you want to call it, with initials on it of AS. And really, really, really super fun, and was extremely excited to get that. I wanted to share DCM, who's on here right now. We shared this on our members only live stream, but we're also going to share it on here as well. He dug a 1941 Swiss Rapin, I think is how you say it, Michael.
Yeah.
Very unusual coin. And he dug that, and we wanted to share DCM on our regular live stream. And there you go, DCM with a 1941 Swiss Rapin, I think is how you say it, Michael. I could be wrong. Belle says that she loves that heart. Thank you, Bells. Appreciate that. And we're also going to share Rito Marcella, who shared this beautiful 1845 silver crown Queen Victoria coin. And he's over, I think he's either in Europe or Canada. I'm not sure if he's on here. Yes, and Gary Holes is right. It looks like a backward S. And for some reason, that's the way they did those S's back then. But we also know the person that lived on that property was a female, and her initials were ASI, believe it or not. And so that AS had to be from her that lived on that property. So really cool.
Yeah.
Rito Marcellus says, thanks. I found this with the XP Deus too. He said he was using the Detector program with 11-inch coil with their activity set at 0.5 PWM tones. I was using the XY screen and got an ID of 97 to 99. So I'm assuming that's probably the size of a $50 if it's ringing up that high. What do you think, Mike?
Yeah, it's got to be. It's a big coin.
Oh my gosh, that thing!
That is, I think that is equivalent to their $50.
Right, it's a pretty coin, real beautiful, solid silver, and he shared that with me. So I wanted to make sure that got shared on our regular live stream as well. Again, for those of you that are thinking about the 11-inch coil or the 15-inch coil, excuse me. Here's the weight: 1.4 pounds, 650 grams for the 15-inch coil. And if you compare it to the 11-inch coil, it is 1.1 pounds for the 11-inch and 500 grams. So not far off. You're not going to notice that big of a difference. And that's that's where we are on the coil weights and sizes and so on. DCM says, I need help identifying a two-piece button. It's not military, but the design is beautiful. Well, you'll have to share that with us, and we'll see. I'm sure there's somebody on here that has probably seen that button before, DCM, and we'll be glad to help you out any way we can in identifying that target. So, or identifying that button. Michael, what do you think, buddy?
I think it's been a great show.
Oh yeah,
Talked about a lot of stuff. Showed some great finds.
yeah, and we're not done quite yet, but again, if you are interested in signing up for a membership, our membership program, we've got 2 levels. We have a $4.99 level and a $9.99 level. You can sign up for either one, whichever one fits your budget. We do a monthly live stream just for those members. We do special giveaways for those members. You get a special badge, so on. For if you sign up for the True Relic Hunter membership, you get a special badge for that. But you can sign up. There's a join button down below, somewhere down here. I think I'm pointing in the right direction, Michael. But anyway, you can join, and we would greatly appreciate it. All those proceeds go towards the channel and help provide us with the live stream, the cameras, all the things that we use out in the field. We just got a new camera too, Michael. the X4 Insta360 X4, which we're going to be using, the drone footage, drones that we use that you guys see on the videos. All of these things go straight back to the channel. So we would greatly appreciate it if anyone is interested. You don't have to sign up for it. We are still going to be doing our Friday night live streams. But if you are interested and you want to support the channel and you want a little more, then sign up for the membership. I don't think you'll be disappointed. Joel joins us in. He does some giveaways too during the memberships live streams as well. So we've got some really special things that we do on those live streams. We also have some special guests, like we had Surfside Dan on it. We did some LiDAR. We showed the LiDAR technology and how to use LiDAR for relic hunting. We did that on a live stream for members only. And we've got some other things planned in the near future. So sign up for the live stream for the membership, and you can get in on that action as well. And we appreciate Joel, as he is a major sponsor of this channel and of the live streams. And again, if you're looking for any metal detecting accessories, metal detectors, any of those types of things, Joel can get you hooked up. We really appreciate him being a major sponsor for the channel. And you can also follow me on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, and X. So I'm on all social media platforms. Go check those out and give those a follow. I would greatly appreciate it. And subscribe to the channel. If you're new on here tonight, I would greatly appreciate that as well. We've got a store too. It's a stand store. Here's the address for that. The stand store is S Relic Adventures. This is listed there. If you got finds you want to share with us, we can definitely do that. We've got some finds that we want to put up and show everyone from our followers and subscribers. And you can do that simply by sending me your finds at sransc@gmail.com, and we will get your finds up on the live stream next Friday night, and we will share those finds with everyone. And it's always great to see what you guys are finding. If you do share those finds, please make sure you tell me what machine you were using, if you're using a particular program. Sort of give me a little bit of background information so I can share it with everyone on the live stream. So look forward to seeing what you guys come up with on the next one. So Michael, anything else?
Somebody asked if the brick wall behind me was computer generated.
Yeah. Michael's got a great background, doesn't he? We were singing Pink Floyd whenever he put that up. Brick in the wall. That's Michael. Brick in the wall. Metal Detecting Texas said that. Fly Rock just got 5 Southern Relic memberships. We appreciate Fly Rock. Fly Rock's always awesome. And he is gifted 5 of those Southern Relic Adventures memberships. We appreciate him and all of his support. He does a wonderful and fantastic job. We put on this live stream. This live stream's not free, by the way. It does cost money for us to do it through StreamYard, which I pay $50 a month for this. So if you want to do a super thanks or super chat, that's always greatly appreciated. You don't have to. We're still going to do it. But if you feel like what we're doing is beneficial to you guys, we greatly appreciate that as well. Yes, Joel is awesome. We appreciate Joel. He said, I just got a machine from him. Should be here next week. He's a great guy. And Joel is. He really is. And Joel, we appreciate you with the super chat, I believe, or super thanks. We really appreciate that. Again, Joel is a fantastic supporter of the channel, and he makes a lot of this happen along with Michael, along with myself. And we're always glad to be here on Friday nights sharing what we can share with you guys, and hopefully it's beneficial to some of you and you learn something or you get some information that you didn't know. And that's why we're here, and that's why we do what we do. Stay tuned. I've got some great video content coming over the weekend. I'm gonna work on a video. I should have that video up tomorrow at some point using the 15-inch coil that you can get from Joel if you're interested. And go check that video out, but it will be coming really, really soon.
Someone asked if did you get the 15-inch coil? They must have checked in later.
Yes, I did. And I've got a full video coming up. You can go check out the short that I just did too. But yes, I've got a whole video coming up with me showing the 15-inch coil in action on this relic site. Michael got to see it up close and personal. Michael, I was pretty impressed with that 15-inch coil, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yes. Chris says, Brian, did you get the pictures of Civil War? Chris, I did, and I apologize. I did not get those up tonight, but I will get those up on the next live stream. But thank you so much for sending those to me. So he sent me, Michael, he sent me some Civil War tax receipts. You ever seen one of those?
No, I haven't.
Those are really cool. And I remind me, Michael, to make sure I get those up for Chris, because Chris is a fantastic supporter of the channel, and we'll get those up on our next live stream and show people. I love showing history. In fact, he brings up those tax receipts. I just shared with my students war ration books from World War II. Have you ever seen those before, Michael?
No, I haven't.
Yeah, and I might show those on the live stream too. Really cool. I bought them at an estate sale about 20 years ago, and they're really interesting. And I was teaching my students about it, and it's so great when you can pull out the actual artifact and show that to them.
Oh yeah,
like I do with a lot of my Civil War relics and Rev War relics as well. So it's always neat. Metal Tech Texas says those receipts are awesome to see. We will get those up for Chris because Chris sent those to me, and we'll show those on our next live stream. Chris, thank you so much for sharing those things with us. Anybody else with anything else they want to ask real quick before we sign off? Michael and I are getting ready to get out of here. Metal Tech Texas says, thanks for the tips on the Manticore, y'all. I appreciate it. Manticore is an awesome machine. Go check out some of the videos that we've got up on the Manticore. There's a complete playlist of just Manticore videos for you guys that go check out the channel. Just click on it. You can find the Manticore playlist, and you can watch all the Manticore videos that we have on the channel, as well as our settings that Michael and I are running for the Manticore. So go check out that playlist as well. Dirt Devil Detectn says, good night. I'll be reached by Gmail using my name. YouTube won't let me put the address up. Oh, no. Share that with me, and I can put it into the description, Dirt Devil Detectn, for people to contact you, and we'll get you going for sure. I think I've got your address, your email address, so maybe I can throw that in on the description so people can get to it. And that's it. Michael, anything you want to say before we head out of here? Thank you, Joel, too, for the kind and generous donation tonight, too, as well.
Have a great weekend, guys. And if you get time to get out, send your finds in.
Right. Hit that like button. Yeah, guys, we work hard. Michael knows I was on the road most of the day today. Unfortunately, I had to take care of some business with my dad's estate, but you know, we do a lot. We spend a lot of time on getting this thing ready and to be on here every night for you guys. So definitely, if you can, hit that like button. We would great.
We run around like madmen all the time.
We're always. And Digging Deus says, hit that like. Thank y'all so much. Bells, thank you so much. Thanks for sharing your find. Workman's Adventure, and your win is coming to you. Workman's Adventure. So you should have it by Monday. If I'm not mistaken. Ricky Bennett, thank y'all so much. Appreciate you guys. Damien says, how do you find time to charge? It's a slow process. Michael saw me trying to charge all of them last week,
Yeah, we got detectors laying everywhere, cords. If you don't like it, you'll trip.
Thank you, Rito. We really appreciate you. Thank you so much for sharing your find. We shared your find on our members only channel too last Sunday, but I wanted to make sure because I don't know that you're a member, so I wanted to make sure I shared it tonight too. Gene Gilstrap says I joined late. Got to rewind and watch. On the fence of getting the Manticore to add to the Deus 2 with discount. Is it a value? Yes, Gene. Gene, if you're going to get that machine, get it now. May 6th is the last chance you got. Before the price goes back up, hit Joel up and order that machine because that is a super deal at that price. His contact information is down below. Screenshot it, take a picture of it, send him an email, let him know you want one of those Manticores at $11.99. I don't think you're going to go wrong. If you've got the Deus 2 and the Manticore, you've got the best of everything.
He said May 5th. So
May 5th is what Joel says. So May 5th is the last day for that. Don't forget to check out my buddy dirtdevildetectn with the remote holders for the Deus 2, the stands for the Deus 2. Those are super additions and accessories for your XP machine. So definitely go look him up, and we'll try to get his email or his contact information in the description on this thing too as well. Thank you so much, Bobby. We appreciate you. Give half. He said, give half of this, Michael, to pay for the wall. There you go. We appreciate you, Bobby. You are an awesome supporter of the channel. Thank you so much as well. Thank you, DCM. All right, Michael. Anything else? We're going to get out of here.
I enjoyed it, guys, as always.
Right. Thank y'all so much for being here tonight. Hopefully we're going to have some, maybe some new things that are coming out. Maybe that's going to happen in the near future. So we're looking forward to that. Thank y'all so much for being here tonight. And we appreciate each and every one of you. If you're new to the channel, please hit the like and subscribe. We would greatly appreciate it. If you're interested in the membership, sign up for the membership. Hit that join button down below. Michael, this way. And we would appreciate that too as well. And as always, we hope everyone has a fantastic and wonderful weekend. And we will catch you guys on our next adventure. All right. We will see you. Take care, guys. Have a great and wonderful and fantastic weekend. Go out and find some great things. Share those finds with us. We'll get those up on the next live. Thank you guys for being here tonight. And we'll see you soon on our next adventure.
Good night, guys.
Good night, guys.